Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Notification. I love it. Okay, all good stuff. It's late. I shall wait for you guys to join. Coffee? Coffee, anyone? Hi Lolly. Hi Megs. Is it evening where you are? Should be. We're well into the early hours. It's 2:20 a.m. here. How you guys doing? 7:19, 9:19. How awesome! So I want to try and catch you guys in the evening, your time. Hi T Rose, how are you doing? You're all settling down for your Friday evening. It is Friday, isn't it? You're so in love. Hi Anna. Hi Lauren. Am I going to talk about the energies? No. The divine masculines are really struggling, guys. A lot's being thrown at them. Hi Ashley. That's all really I can say. It's enough to make you cry. I've still got these romance angels with the psychic tarot. You're staying strong, your best to, and to stay in the centre. Hi Shailene. You got the note. I know it's come up really quick now. You're best to stay in the centre. But otherwise your defensive, protective energy will come out. Like you're wanting to be the divine masculine saviour. It's only him that can save himself. Stay centred. Shine your light. That's all we can do. We'll have a little snapshot into what's going on with them, I think. You've been struggling with bad energy, not mine, very exhausting. It's really exhausting, isn't it? It's all that karmic energy coming up. You've got to not let it rattle you. I was rattled this morning. I allowed something to rattle me. And it was like the others. Hi, Margarita. Yeah. Just those that aren't awake. They don't have that like 2020 vision. It's definitely what this year's about, isn't it? You hope he is okay. We'll send him loving, protective energy. Yeah, and your unicorns. And you can go visiting on your dragon. Remember, you can spend time with your counterpart. You can be with them energetically. So you can be there. Let's see what the cards want to say. So I'm using the Psychic Tarot and the Romance Angels, which I'd kind of shuffled together. God has got this. He has. He has. Okay? But there's a lot for the masculines to sort through. So we're using these cards, and I'm just going to pull 3 messages from your angels to go underneath. That one wants 2 messages. Oh, and this one wants 2 as well. 3 and 2s. That's interesting, as it's let me see. Non-fundo, hi, morning. It's 4:21 a.m. Okay, so you're a couple of hours in front of me. This side, and you've been up all night talking to your DM, and he proposed for the future. Not yet, he says. Was this energetically, or was this within the physical? It's definitely this energy that's keeping me awake at night. It's like it's not the time to sleep. Hi, JC Price. Caught you live, Miss Lucy. Hi, nice to see your name. Welcome to the chat. Yes, I thought, even though it's like quite late for me and like it's 2:25 and we know that I can talk for a good couple of hours, it's a bit like my sessions, to be honest. It's over when it's over. It's Friday night. I could stay up late, can't I? Who knows what time I go to bed? It's all good. I'm getting used to this. It's taken a while to kind of think it's okay to be up this time. I catch you, so there must be a reason for it. Non-fundo, I'm going to get back to you. I'm just going to go down the chat. Laurie, we've all been there. We just have gone through some stuff already. We have. Yeah, we have all been there. But we've kind of, it's our compassion, isn't it, now, for the journey. Hi, Alana. You was just watching today's video. Well, there's a surprise. It was over a cell phone call. That's lovely. That's really beautiful. There you go. Thank God it's Friday. I don't have a DM. I'm my own DM, and DF got tired of the crazy games. Okay. I was speaking to someone tonight about that. We are the DM and DF. They are crazy games, aren't they? But they're them crazy games that get us to that place of being the DM and DF within yourself. You should automatically attract a counterpart if you've got the correct balance. So that's cool if that's the way that you get through it, and it's like you don't actually see yourself as having a DM in the physical. Then awesome that you found yourself within what you was missing. Okay, let's have a look at this, because the end card that I can see says no, conditions aren't favourable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. No, conditions aren't favourable right now. And I'm going to say that's if the divine masculine really does come forward and he's not. Happy Friday, Jason. He's not ready. Okay, so let's have a look. Romance angels, love yourself first. There you go, JC. That's what you need to do. Love yourself first, which you say you're mastering that one. Your self-respect makes you romantically attractive. Let's look at these. Yeah, games, they're just like, it is the game of life. We can look at them as playing games. I think that's what gets us to kind of tap into ourselves, and when we look at them as games, but when they're not really games, it's all part of the process, especially for our masculines. They've had I know that we have had a tough time, but they've been given some serious templates to work through. They've had to go deep. So, and they can't help themselves. Of course they can't, because it's part of the prophecy. It's part of the kind of procedure, the lessons. That's how I look at it. Good. I love that. Yes, ma'am. I'm enjoying being alone. 20 years married to a narcissist was tough. I bet you learned so much, though, from that narcissist. I was blessed. We've gone past now, but on the 6th, which was yesterday, still you're today. Who said yesterday, McKenna? I'm like in 2 time zones. It's amazing. I'm like in 2 days, okay? So I'm in Friday and Saturday. Anyway, so yesterday, 21 years ago that I got married, my husband wasn't a narcissist. I was blessed with a very lovely soul connection. But I'm at that point, it's I find the balance within. I'm all good. I'm all good. You've learned many lessons, and without that narcissist, it's the same with the divine masculine, whatever they're going through. Without that, they are unable to learn the lesson. And they need to learn that before they can proceed, because it looks like the feminine's here. It's very serene, look. Her waters are calm. It's like she's actually looking out to that new day, that horizon. There's a sun there, just about to come through the clouds. Patience for the feminines, most definitely. Okay, I don't want to get too lost, like away from the chat. I want to kind of keep it flowing. So Everyone's just saying hi to Anna. Yeah, like Jason saying, sorry to hear that, JC, that must have been truly tough. I bet you've been through your own tough lessons though, Jason. Isn't it amazing how we can hold so much more compassion for others than actually we need to look at our own journeys and be really proud. Laurie's the same now, 25 years married. New dawn, new day. Lovely, isn't it? Okay, right, I think I've caught up. Jasper's eating his dinner. So love yourself first. Oh, be your own lover. What's a soulmate? Abraham Hicks says you need to fall in love with your own soul. Be your own soulmate. Yes, indeed, Lucy. I'm very thankful for your channel and for meeting all of you. We are very appreciative for you joining us, Jason. It's how it should be. It's a community, isn't it? And you said, Jason, was it yesterday or was it earlier on in the chat that you said that your ex couldn't even like comprehend you talking about signs and synchronizations? So you actually found it quite hard to have a channel that would actually understand you. And the thing is that, well, because the guys aren't speaking up, maybe because of past responses, it's like we're trying to put it all together. So your input is really valuable to look at it from all the different perspectives. So thank you. It was this morning. But I picked it up and I thought that's interesting because that's one of the things I tried to get out of people and make it like the norm. And you're saying that, you know, and also a comment that you made was that you were, okay, I was going to type on there, do not fret because you're perfect just the way you are. You said that it was a little bit like with your next partner. Are they going to be able to get you? Well, they best. Because this is our world. And you don't want to be changing your beliefs to, it's like, no, just trust that that perfect counterpart is going to love you. And they're going to love listening to all the signs and synchronizations and the music that you send them and all of it. And the videos that you recommend. And you're going to grow together. Okay? And until that day, you're just going to, don't worry, you got you and you got us. That's how I look at it. None of us need to be dropping any of our standards or changing who we are to accommodate for a partner who will obviously not be in their divineness. They're going to have to get it. And you're going to attract it. And at least we're now in a community of like-minded people. Okay. We're healing together. Because of my channel, thank you, you're welcome. It helps me to heal as well. If I don't actually come on, it's kind of like a void. I don't really know what's going on with the energy because this is kind of like the true reading. It's good and it's good to talk about. And the more we talk about it, the more it's going to be easier to talk about it. And maybe I'm going to say it in a way that you can adopt. And we're just going to find it so much more easier to talk about all this. You gave your daughter the study method you sent me. T Rose, did you get it as well? I did send it to you. I think T Rose, it might have been Skype, but I sent you both. You've listened to Napoleon Hill, 2 hours so far. Oh, I'm so proud. Well done. But I sent you a little technique for exams, and I did for Laurie. If you were following my channel in the summer, you would have watched Emily go through her GCSE exams before she went off to college. Big thing in some eyes. So every morning before she had an exam, I would ask her who the top professional person was. So it made me laugh because what did we have? I don't know, but we called Einstein in for one of them. And I said, okay, it was I think it was one of the science exams. And called Einstein in. I said, well, who can you call in then about science? And I think she said, well, Einstein. What was it? I don't know. But afterwards, because like the students have their own little like Facebook hashtags, GCSE, and then they have their there's different boards, isn't there? Different exam boards. So not all schools are taking the same exam. So you kind of know what exam sheet you were taking. And I was cracking up because after the exam, I don't know how Emily got on, and there was people in the exam going, when on earth did MC square have anything to do with anything? And I thought, well, isn't that to do with Einstein? So it was like he showed himself up in the exam. It was hilarious. And she'd done it with her English literature. So everything that she had studied, all her favourite parts of the books and the characters. Yeah, and she actually messaged me after saying someone took over, Mum. I was writing and I only had to put 3 examples and I put 5. And she come out with she must have been the most chilled out kid going in there, calling in Einstein and Shakespeare and Charles Dickens. So it worked. And another thing that I learnt when my children used to recall spellings, and I would say to them, if you forget a spelling, make sure you lift your head up. Now, if you ask someone a question and watch their eyes, if you ask them to remember something, okay, they normally look up to the side, okay, because that's recalling. How can you recall when you have your head down like this? And as soon as you lift your head, normally the examiners kind of look as if you finished, and I couldn't give a shit. Okay, everything that you need is stored in a blackboard. If you read that information, it's in there, and you need to recall it and trust that you can recall it. So you must lift your head during any exams. Take the professional in with you and just say, come on, then Shakespeare, watch them adjust the exam papers. You have to believe this shit. If it's not shit, well, you can practice with it. My kids love it. And then make sure that you lift your head, okay? Because you'll be able to see the formation. You'll just be able to recall. Imagine you've got that blackboard on there. You should be able to recall where you pick the information up from. And look up and look up. Look up and look up. And you'll recall. Really, you're looking up to the heaven, aren't you? Try it, any of you. Let them take over. Call in the professional. You can Google it. Who is the top professional person in history who would know the answers? Anyway, so that was a little tip. Yeah, channeling the geniuses of the past. Well, they're our ancestors, aren't they? They're kind of like the wise ones. They're going to bring forth that knowledge. Amazing, really. And if you're studying Napoleon Hill, I absolutely fall in love with like listening to the stories, and they're kind of masculine stories. It's just beautiful. I love to get to know how the masculines work, how they tick. So love yourself first. Well, that's a big issue for the masculines. We know that one. Okay. I like that as well, looking up to heaven. It would make sense, wasn't it? You lift your head, you look up. Not only is it, try it with people, say to them, what was your favourite teddy? Or what was your favourite meal as a child? And I guarantee you, just watch where their eyes go. I read a book once on it and I thought, well, I'm going to get my kids to use this. So there's no point really putting in all the work for studying. My kids don't study either. They just know what they know. Because you don't actually know what's going to be on the exam paper. So just trust that what you studied is going to be there, isn't it? The universe is always working in your favour. Use it and abuse it. Call them in. How to Beat the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Yes. How to Beat the Devil. If that's a book, I haven't read it, but I did listen to, there's an audio. I thought it was called An Interview with the Devil. That was so interesting. Guys, I'm going to share that because there's some hidden like kind of secrets of Napoleon Hill, because really straight away you go to Think and Grow Rich. But that's audio. It's not, well, it is an audio, yes, but it's on YouTube. I'll share it on the Facebook page, How to Beat the Devil. Okay, there's another book called How to Raise Your Own Salary, but that's actually the interview with Napoleon Hill and Andrew Carnegie. So that's even before Napoleon Hill embarked on his 20-year mission without any pay to interview the most successful men and put these principles to the test with them. Yes, that was the name of it. Okay, I'm not sure if it's yours is a name or mine is a name. I don't think it matters. I will definitely share it, guys. It's Listen to the Devil. It's amazing. I bloody love Napoleon Hill. And I mean, we're talking, this is a long time ago, guys. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm getting passionate, aren't I? Don't get me too excited. So we had channeling the geniuses of the past. You like looking up to heaven, absolutely. How to speak, we've done that bit. You help so much with teaching us to use our imagination and be conscious of our magnitude of our mind. Thank you. You're welcome. Listen, this is no secret, okay, to keep. I think that's what they kind of done a long time ago. Like they felt that they were superior because they had this knowledge, and it's like, no, we can all do this, guys. We don't have to live here in misery. You can leave that crowd. The audio is on YouTube. Yes, it has a big black thumbnail, doesn't it? With like an interview with the devil. Guys, I swear, I'm actually going to listen to that over the weekend. I'm going to plug in, definitely. I'm going to share it on the Facebook page. So I might not be on with so many readings at the moment. I know that you guys need some support. So hence why I'm on. But it would be good to get, you guys are really embracing Napoleon Hill and Abraham Hicks. Try a bit of Wayne Dyer as well, Dr. Wayne Dyer. Eckhart Tolle, I'm really into at the moment. So I'm finding some new guys. Okay. Your battery sucked dry, Mark, and it's not charging. A sign? Maybe. Me and Mark was having a good Skype session, and now kind of, hence why I'm on. I'm like too upbeat. Our sessions drained our batteries. I've recharged, Mark. I don't know what that sign is. It did cut us off, didn't it? Lucy, can you share these video links? Oh, through YouTube. I don't have Facebook. Yes, I can do, Ashley, if you'd like me to. There's a community. If you subscribe to the channel, okay, and obviously make sure, because some of you don't get the notifications straight away. I found that YouTube set it just on kind of, it's like occasional. So make sure you click on the bell, and I think it's at the top. Normally there's something in the way and I have to wait for it to move out of the way. At the top it will say all of them. So you can do that part. But once you've subscribed, when you click on, rather than your inbox, as a message coming up, your subscriptions, it normally gives you the thumbnail, doesn't it? You know what I'm talking about. And people can put their community comments on there. So I'll do that. Okay, so it should pop up in your subscriptions on the community page. I'll share it there as well. I just didn't want to bombard everywhere with all this info. So maybe, yeah, okay. I might not share all of it, but I would most definitely share. Jason, Neville Goddard is another author and speaker. I've not heard of him, Jason. His books are on YouTube, read by Josiah Brandt. Okay, well, let's see if that comes into my my scope of vision. The divine will send me whatever I need to listen to. Okay, just look up Neville Goddard on YouTube and you'll find a bunch of great material. Okay, I will. I'll do what I'm told. I'm sharing a lot of, I don't know if you guys, I didn't really know the band, Five Finger Death Punch. Is that what they're called? My eldest daughter loves them, but they have a new album coming out and they keep putting out their lyric video and the words are like awesome. I quite like the music as well. I don't know why. I've just gone there. God always will expose the darkness. Yes, of course he will. Where's the cards? All right, I'm getting back to it. Bloody hell, he's so impatient. It's because I was going to pull him a few cards. It's not my fault the batteries all went haywire on us. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This is interesting. And then you've got Rochelle. As you follow, it doesn't say that. It says, as you honour and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Perfect. So here's a divine feminine, most definitely in love with herself, all aspects of herself. So as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. And then we have Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. There's both sides of the party here, guys. I've got the masculine and the feminine. I feel actually maybe they're kind of, this is a separation. It's like having a kiss, last kiss goodbye. And it's like, I'll see you when I found myself. Okay. And you both go off to find yourself. There's lots of angels. It looks like staying at home with the divine feminine. The divine masculine, it looks like he's off on a quest. This Cupid here is about to I'm not sure, shoot an arrow. But then I felt like, okay, this is a bit deep. Like you would hold a cross up, wouldn't you? Like to the devil, to Satan. But I feel like it's like the angel's holding up the, looks like a bone. Can you see it behind the divine masculine here? So first of all, I wondered whether or not it was like the bow. And then I felt like it was a bone. But instead of doing it like, stay away, across. Okay. So, sorry, let's get back to the story. Let's get back to the picture. The divine masculine's off to find himself. Now, the divine feminine, she's at home, and as she's at home, it's like homing in on her heart and honouring and following the guidance of it. Prosperity is coming to you now. So that's the divine feminine here, loving herself first. Now, the divine masculine has got Archangel Raphael. This is really nice. Well, it's not an awesome shade of, it's a bit of a sicky green, if you ask me, but the actual green of her, it's quite a nice, delicate, light green for the heart chakra. Divine masculine, I think this is for him. Archangel Raphael, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. So it sounds very much like them karmic, the cycles now. There's assistance here to heal the physical challenges in yourself and others, because it's kind of like, because you are a healer like me. So I feel here's a masculine here. It's a bit more of a vibrant green going on. It's like his heart's on fire. That's the first part of it. Past life relationship, we talked about this earlier. You have known each other before. Okay, let's just have a read of these. Narcissists love themselves first. Maybe that's why they are able to fool many. Sometimes overwhelming at times, hard to explain to others all these feelings and growth I'm going through. Most definitely, recovering from a narcissistic relationship can be a difficult endeavour. I hope you have love and friends to surround you. Yeah, surround you with support. A lot of you guys have kind of been in narcissistic relationships. It's hard for me to give an opinion, guys, on that. Hence why I'm a bit, they have their place, don't they, to teach us a lesson. Also, Lobby, I totally hear you. I can't talk about your stuff to that many people. That's why I love it here. Well, awesome. Let's carry on. Fiona, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Yes, we do. Heaven is assisting. Ask for it, especially like exam time. It's the test. Maybe the masculines would take on that. What do I do? What do I do? Look up to heaven, look up to heaven. So I want to say most definitely the divine feminines, and by the cards, the divine masculine has been asking for spiritual assistance. So now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving the divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Looks like the divine feminine. Look. It's like the same colour gown. I'm definitely picking up here and the next card. This colour. And it's more of the clothing, really. the next card for I'll show you these colours, but we had this final card, and we've got Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. It's exactly what I was saying at the beginning, wasn't it? When I was saying about, you guys don't need to change. You don't need to compromise. Past life relationship. This person will love and accept you for who you are. Warts and all, past as well, all had a meaning, it all had its place. But there's a deep understanding here of it. It's definitely coming up with maybe, she's touching that star there. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires. Well, that's the feminine's imagination. And don't compromise. I was going to say, and don't you dare compromise. Now that you've asked for help, it's kind of like get out of the way and allow heaven to help you. Movement, choices and decisions. Got the divine masculine here. 4 archways. So as the feminine's waiting, no conditions aren't favourable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. The feminine's waiting patiently. It's a masculine here. He's still at this point of being sure. What else do you want me to tell? What else do you want to tell me? Amiga, victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. The Alpha and the Omega. Both ends, aren't they? I was going to the Rider-Waite. We can use the Rider-Waite. Wow, look at this, guys. Coming together. Supporting each other. Victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Let's read this. So unicorns. Can unicorns fly, or are these Pegasus? Let's read anyway. It starts with congratulations. You have chosen to follow your divine guidance, and the universe is flowing in natural rhythm with your decisions. When you listen to the messages that your heart whispers, you swim in natural synchronicity with the tide of your life's purpose. Stay relaxed and confident and keep moving forward with happiness and grace. If along the way you notice problems occurring, then it's time to stop and center yourself. When problems occur, it simply means that you're temporarily out of sync with the universe's rhythms. There is no need for analysis or shame when this occurs. Simply pray or meditate, breathe deeply, and wait until you feel strongly about your next move. Your victory is inevitable in this situation, so you needn't worry that temporary problems will thwart your desire. Whatever happens is supposed to happen, and when it happens is the correct time. Release your doubts to heaven and rest assured that a happy outcome is yours. That's beautiful. How far have you guys gone up or gone down? Hi, Jess. Oh, okay. People, however, I don't know, see my light and want to know what I'm about. God's light shines through. It most definitely does. I was speaking to Mark about that, about the light shining through us. JC has a problem. Okay, is people hate to love me and love to hate me just for being me? Yeah, don't worry, you're not going to win that one, that battle. You're going to have your lovers and your haters, and the haters going to hate. It's, yeah. Good job you love you. Doesn't matter what they think then. Oh, and sorry, I see you'd already been picked up on it. T-Rose, watch your words. Yeah, and be gentle. It is. It's because, yeah, you don't have no problems. You're perfect just the way you are. And if you don't feel that, then maybe it's just you that has a problem with something, like within yourself. That's cool. We all have problems with ourselves, don't we? That's what gets us to like change and have a look at them. If you knew a little of your life, you'd understand what I mean. I don't fight with the flesh, but with the spirit. Yeah, JC, if you knew a little about all of these guys' lives as well, I've been speaking about this today, and it's like we all think that we have this unique story, and which we do, I'm not saying that we don't, but there's something that you think is quite shocking, and there's always someone even worse off, of course. But we are starting to look at our story. I was actually speaking tonight. I was saying with Mark, it was like maybe you guys need to really like hear my story at some point, like how I actually got to be here and what divine lined up. And if you want to know all the heartbreak and heartache and the trouble that I've caused to get to here and what I've had to endure. But it's just like, because we have this, you have to look at how that, even from birth, understanding the journey. And it's just interesting. Anyway, that was just when you kind of said if you know, it's like, well, we all don't really know. I do. I kind of talk with you guys and I get down to the nitty gritty, but most of you don't really know my story. And there's a lot to it. There's a lot. So I've lived many different kind of characters throughout my life. Grounding ourselves. I said that at the very beginning, didn't I? It's like we just got to bring ourselves back to center. Oh, it's hard work. This isn't for the faint-hearted, this journey. This journey will rip you apart, take everyone away from you, make you question everything. Your morals, who you are as a person. It will even have you behaving in ways that you didn't even think you would be able to behave in. Oh, this journey is going to drag you through it. It's not an easy journey, but when you're the other side, you're like, and that's when people kind of look and they don't understand the journey. They don't understand what you've. I had someone say the other day, you think your shit don't stink. Oh, wait till you hear what I've done. It's like, that's not the case. I'm just more evolved. I don't really need to talk about it, but it's kind of now I understand all of it. All of it. Yeah. Through the ringer. One thing that helped me was kind of Napoleon Hill. And I knew that one of the key, well, that really the key that we have to have is a positive mental attitude at all times. You try that when your husband's dying. There's no excuses. You are in charge of your own vibration and your own response. A positive mental attitude at all time. Do you know how disrespectful that looks to people when your husband's dying? You have a choice. You go down with them, make people feel very uncomfortable. A positive mental attitude at all times, no matter what. These are life circumstances. People are going to die. They're going to die young, some people. It's not going to seem fair. You warn people? You've got to stop doing that. Why would you warn people that? Oh, it's not a problem. I just warn people that most end up hating me because I leave them once they treat me bad and they never find another me, so they hate to love me. Yeah. Soon you won't even have to say that. It won't even matter. It's and decades sometimes are synchronicities. Yes. Yes. And I can actually look back and see all the signs and synchronicities, and it just all makes sense now. All makes sense. Putting it all together. Yeah, that's the hardest thing, is to surrender and just say to divine every day, well, what are we doing today then, divine? How may I serve? Okay. Now, where was we going from here? We begged the victory card. Let's have a look at the Rider-Waite. We've got the Lovers. I was just thinking in my head, well, this hasn't changed, does it much, this reading? It is I've already read that part. Have I read that part, Laurie? Yes. Meditate and listen to the voice of God. It's not changing much. We're just at this little standstill. It's here. I've said a few times now, you've already won. I think yesterday the victory card came out. It's already here. You've been congratulated. You're doing exactly everything that you need to do, which is to love yourself first, stay centered, and not look for that love outside of, like there's something missing. There isn't. If anything, your skills should have heightened, and you should be at that point where there is no separation. That is the illusion. So we've got the Lovers. It's this chat again. There's still telepathy going on, guys. Do any of your guys actually see your counterpart in the physical, as in their spirit? Do they appear? How do you connect spiritually with your divine counterpart if you're not in the physical? Do you see them as a mist, as an energy? You deserve your love, JC. That's the only person really that deserves your love is you. You'll know about all the others, and it will be easier just to walk away. I'm intrigued, guys, whether any of you are actually seeing like shadows, actually your masculine apparition. Because I know that you can feel them touching you, and you can smell them, and you can sense them, and you've all gone quiet. Does anybody see them pop and disappear? It's okay if it's a no. No one's speaking up. It was quite a simple question. Okay. Well, maybe be prepared. Okay. Thank you for answering. You might. Does that experience, I thought I was going to have it last night. I'll be honest with you. But I was talking with my masculine, and I felt all of a sudden he was actually going to appear energetically, and I told him not to. Okay, it's something that scares me, or used to scare me. When my mum and my husband, before they made their transition, I got them to kind of beg. I got them to beg. No, I begged them kind of, please don't appear in front of me, you're going to scare me. And so my mum always told me that the spirits aren't here to scare you. If you don't want to see them, you won't see them. But last night, I had it a while ago where I was laying in bed, I was on my own in the house, and it was like, I thought that the light switch was going to kind of go off in the bathroom. And I was like, don't start playing around with light switches. I'm going to get scared. My heart's Oh, my heart's really beating. I become really breathless all of a sudden. Anyway, about 3 nights or so later, I heard the light switch go, and I know it wasn't Emily, and I just giggled to myself. So I wasn't ready to start with. Now, last night it was like, no, don't appear. It's like, you know, we can talk like this. I don't actually want to, but I believe, well, it is part of the signs. Agreed? We know that this can happen. So, and when I was on Skype with Mark, I swear a shadow went past. I'm just saying, be open to it, because you are going to be opening up to more. And it's come up in the readings that the masculine do want to talk to the feminines energetically to explain what's gone down. It was just their nakedness here, okay, appearing. It was like they're in the flesh, okay, but they're not. You're going to have to stick with me on this crazy journey, otherwise, another channel for you. Jason hasn't had that experience. So much telepathy. I feel him and hear him. I don't see him. Okay, so we're all on this, seeing, feeling, smelling, sensing. Okay, body takeovers. What happens when they're going to be able to appear? There is someone that I've spoken to that has this with her masculine. I can't remember who it was. They told me a long time ago. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like, you can actually, oh yeah, and it's like, poof, and he's gone. She's like, where's he gone? So as we start to open up, it becomes possible for us. Are you ready? It gets crazier and crazier. Okay. Okay, so, oh my God, I can feel them touching me. How do you stop that? You can't. You can't stop that. That's and because you've actually said that you don't, like, I don't have a DM, they're going to pester you even more to prove you wrong with that. Just saying, because you believe it not to be. You found yourself, so now that you found yourself, you're going to be open up so much more. It said it on the reading earlier. Now that you've relaxed more into this, your abilities are, your listening skills, your tapping in is going to be heightened because you've relaxed yourself. So, sorry, not going to be able to stop that. Not sure why you would want to, personally. Stop your masculine from being close to you. Songs are massive. White light surrounds you. I have said no to him, that I'm not taking his negative energy as yours. Okay, that's interesting that it's negative. I feel it's more love. Your lights flickered last night. Hey, new to the channel, loving it so far. Hi, Norman. Welcome. I'm pleased you're loving it. What's with the so far? This continues. We just keep evolving. We never know what we're getting. I see how they die. I don't talk to them because more will come. Okay. That's a bit deep, JC. I don't really want to get into, I think that's, I'm not like-minded like that, if that makes sense. So you see a lot of people, it sounds like that's a kind of area that you can specialize in then. If you can see how they die, I don't talk to them because more will come. You're definitely, I don't really know what to advise. That would not be good for me. So I don't think that is the same energy that I'm talking about. I'm talking about your divine masculine, like your divine counterpart. And I'm not talking about the one inside of you. I'm talking about the one that's your physical version of your divine masculine. So JC, I'm just not going to go into that on here tonight, or I don't know if ever. It's just not. So because I have a good experience with death and the transition. So not my area. That's nice. The women in your family have been sending spirits into the light for a long time. Awesome. Okay. That's good. I don't believe in the negative energies. I don't believe in them. Yeah, me neither. So wonderful love. Wild dreams of him holding me once. That's beautiful. Though it hasn't happened to me yet, I believe it is possible, and I would love to receive messages from my mum, who's made the transition. I'll tap into her, Jason. I bet she's around you. My mum is, and I know her personality. But they won't come unless you ask them to. Okay, and you can't be afraid of them. So no bananas. No bananas. Is this possible, Jason? I'm opening to that ability. Yeah, me as well. I mean, I've opened to so many of my abilities and what I'm capable of doing. Like as soon as I close my eyes, I'm off. And not sleep, I'm off traveling. So there's so much. And the more that we're talking about this and exploring, then and that's why I like to keep it more on the positive. I don't want to be putting darker thoughts into your minds and then you're imagining that, because it is all down to your imagination. What you believe to be true is what you will see. And I'm like, kind of like now, I'm like, okay, you can pop up in front of me if you like, I'm ready. So it's kind of like a little test. Are you ready for this? It's like, no, I thought I was, but I'm not ready for that. I feel like I'm being watched when sleeping. Is that a sign? No, that's definitely a sign, Norman. My eldest daughter, she actually said this to me, that it's how we experience this journey so differently, okay? But there's always someone who's going to resonate. But it's come up in a reading as well, which you might not have caught, maybe of last week. But we had it for the masculines or it might have been the feminines. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter because you're going to be residing in both energies, flitting. There was all eyes. You're being watched over. You're being, are you afraid of the eyes on you? It's not just you. You are being watched over. I know I'm not talking about that person, JC. It sounds to me like you've just attracted another narcissist. No, that wouldn't be the kind of person that I'm talking about. Okay. No, not at all, just intrigued. That's good. It feels strange, it's comforting. You're being watched over, buddy. Okay. But, go on, you put in a but. Got the Lovers. So we've talked about this. Oh, it feels strange. Is that meant to be but feels strange? Sorry, I didn't know if you was... Sorry, I meant it feels strange but comforting. I knew you was correcting yourself. Because you put that little asterisk, didn't you? I'm not really up to... I've stopped like correcting myself now. I used to be a real nightmare for it. When I saw it, I'd be like, it used to really bother me if I'd sent like a message and something was spelt wrong, and now I'm just like, well, it's meant to be that spelt that way. Your neighbour comes to you as a warm blanket. She was the best hugger. Oh, that's so cute. Everyone said that about my husband. He gave the most amazing hugs. We was very much into leadership. We had our own team, very much into personal development, but everyone liked hugging my husband. He was known for his hugs. Isn't that lovely? Who you find comfort with him? Yeah, mourning's a hard one. It's hard. My response to you is going to be quite tough because I don't know what you're mourning, because they're right with you. There's no separation. And that's the hardest one. But I felt my husband go straight through me. My husband he nearly went like a few months before he actually did make his transition. He was there. There is no separation. My husband could be up there and with us at the same time. So when you understand that you're just energy, you leave that vessel before it's actually died, before it's shut down. And then your energy, they're not missing. If anything, they're closer to you now than what when you was like in the physical. Because we assume that because we're in physical bodies, this is where we get with the divine masculine. We assume because we're in physical body, there must be separation. But you take the spirit, the essence out of the body, out of the vessel, and it's just there. It just is. It's part of the collective. So that's the toughest one. There is no separation. Your passed over ones, you can't connect with them because you're not. You think they're not there. Death, getting our heads over death. And if anything, they probably just floated into another body and speak through that. You should be able to hear all your loved ones through others, through the animals, through other vessels. We've been picking up on this. We can shift into vessels and speak. There is no separation. It's the biggest thing. There's no separation. We're energy and we're flowing in and out of vessels. And that is what helped my children the most deal with it. There is no separation. My husband immediately sent owls to my children. Whenever my daughter's divine masculine not upsets her, he says, I can't because there's an owl that hoots. And I said, well, don't upset my daughter then. A dad's going to be on your case. Megan she cycles everywhere and she works till late and she cycles home. And one day I was speaking to her. It's a good 45-minute cycle she has. And I mean, it's kind of like midnight that she's doing this. And she'll either be on the phone to her partner. And he said to me the other day, she was like, hi, Dad. And he's like, who are you talking to? I mean, her dad's not here. It's like, he's gone. He's the other side. He hasn't gone, has he? And she said, oh, it's a white owl that she sees all the time. And it's her dad. And she says, hi, Dad. No separation. Emily sent me a message today. Actually, I come home and there was like, well, I didn't come home. I was upstairs. And I come downstairs and all of a sudden there's a bunch of flowers. They're here on the table. I was like, where did they come from? She said, I got them for you down the shop. Or I just got them. I said, they're beautiful. We could do with some flowers. And then I remembered it was my wedding anniversary. So I imagine it's her dad's that's prompted her to buy the flowers for me. It was a nice little surprise. But what did she say to me? Oh, she was going to college, and let me just show you the flowers. Look how beautiful. And it looks like a little sunflower in the middle there. It reminded me of the Queen of Wands. Anyway, I popped them up there because they take up the whole of the table. She was cycling, my youngest was cycling to college today, and she said to me, I don't know if this is strange, Mum, but Frank Sinatra's come on, New York, New York. She said, we've been speaking about to New York, but it reminded me of Dad. And I was like, of course Daddy's with you. So I have to keep encouraging her. I don't want my children to think that there's separation. There isn't. My husband went through all of that for a reason, to give us faith, for me to pass on the message. Okay. I'm not even sure what my beliefs were before. Okay, right, let's crack on. Hi, Christopher. You're listening in? Just wanted to say hello. Well, welcome. Welcome to the chat briefly. Hopefully you can, just listen in. That's fine, buddy. Okay, they are beautiful, aren't they? Okay, hang on in there. There's a lot to do, guys. There's a lot of beliefs that we have that you might not agree with, like throughout your whole life. It took you a long time to grieve, become a victim to it, decided to stop that through divine's help. Death is not final destination, just a different energy place. And it really does depend on the attitudes of when you were raised. My mum kind of never made me afraid of death. We spoke about what her funeral was going to be like. She wanted us to have a party afterwards to celebrate her life. She had rules, and we're not to be afraid of it. You're only taken when you've done your mission that you've come here to do. So my dad hated it. Morbid lot, he used to say. He's okay now. I can talk to him about it now. But yeah, he did not want to talk about death at all. When my mum wanted to kind of have it sorted, what do you want when I go? It's a bit funny, actually. My dad asked me the other week, he's like, now, when I go, what do you want? I said, I don't really want anything. If you want to leave me something, that's absolutely fine. But no, there's not any claim I want to make on anything. So, don't know where I was going with that. Oh, just what the attitude is towards death. So I was very much like when my mum passed away, it was, okay, well, we do what she wanted. And my husband was the same. I mean, he was just so upbeat. No one had ever seen a man be so ill and still so spiritually alive. That spirit is so strong, so strong. The spirit is strong, guys. It outbeats the body easily. Okay, energy. Once you believe in it, it's amazing. You are not alone. And then you learn not to actually depend on those, because I started to call in, like, I thought, well, if I could do it with my husband, then I can, my mum's here as well. And you can kind of call people to the table. Now I don't need to. I know if I want to speak to my mum. So I kind of go, Mum, and I can pull some cards and she'll come through. But I don't, your belief just rises. Okay, you just settle into it. And it's like, well, who am I actually calling? You're just calling on the energy, aren't you? But you have to believe that you can call on certain energies to assist you. It's like having that mastermind alliance within your brain. Napoleon Hill talks about it, about how he used to have private meetings every evening with his imaginary council. He would have Abraham Lincoln there. He would have all these people that he admires, like the books that you've read. So you kind of got to feel for their personality or their persona. And I think he said Abraham Lincoln used to always turn up late and be very somber, kind of walking around in this very low energy. But he would know what he would say. Most of us know what guidance we would have from people. And it's like, tap into that. Napoleon Hill did not share this with anyone because he really did think that he might be kind of locked up. But it's the key. He talks about that in Think and Grow Rich. Okay, I don't think it's the Mastermind Alliance. This is more the Mastermind Alliance. Okay. I can't think what he calls it, but it's like his secret council. And he would sit there and have a meeting with them all. And that's what I started to do, was to sit and see what everyone thought. Okay. Brilliant. It's just another outlet. Do you mind if I ask your name? My name's Lucy. Just when I'm messaging, it feels better to have a name to talk to. Are you talking to me, or you might not be talking to me? My name's Lucy, just in case. You could be talking to any of you. Oh, Christopher, your wife also has the same feeling as Norman, feeling being watched when sleeping. Interesting. I say that she's being very much protected. Okay. Oh, nice to meet you, Norman. Norman Freeman. Oh, my kid would love your name. Lincoln is my kin. My grandson is one of my great-greats plus grandma. Love, desires, wants, how much you miss them in conversations and dreams. Hi, McKenna. Right, okay. We still have the masculine here hanging on. He's hanging on for dear life. He's in that washing machine, look, going around and around and around and around. He's trying to keep his balance, so he's very much trying to keep centered as well. That's good. Divine Feminine, come back to core. Go back to the monthly reading. I'm going to keep directing you guys back there to the March reading. Same with the masculines. But this is the Divine Masculine here. He's trying to work on these breathing techniques, finding his way back to core meditation while he's going through the ringer. It's like a mangle. He's going through the actual mangle. It's like he's going to come out like, I know, one of them chips. I just hope it's not next door. What, all the eyes on her, Christopher? On your wife? You got a peeping Tom? Yeah, let's hope not. You're funny doing the laundry. It's funny, the other side of there is my ironing board where Emily started doing the ironing. She's not really over keen on that. And I don't seem to have actually found my way to the ironing board. I might have to wait till tomorrow now. It's 3:25 in the morning. Laundry, always got to do that laundry. You got to keep on top of it. That stuff will depress you. If you get behind on the laundry. Yeah, okay. Divine Masculine here. I'll show you this other card at the moment, but the underlying energy is the masculine here. We keep picking up with this card with his ring on the finger. It's not his wedding finger, but we do have them waiting to be allowed through. Okay, we spoke on this. No, conditions aren't favourable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. Divine Masculine's still not quite ready, guys. Norman had the same feeling. He thought Sandra was looking through the blinds at one point. Sandra is the next door neighbour, by the way. You guys are hilarious. I'm going to keep an eye on them neighbours. Oh, you're too funny. That reminded me of a while ago. I said that I felt like I was being watched. I don't have the eyes like watching me, I can see yet. Now that I've said that. But I actually went up to the spare room and I was looking through the blind like that. So it's this feeling of being watched. Interesting. So the Hierophants, they're here, still being educated, just waiting. It's like wait. It's like trying to get out of the car before it stopped. It's like, no, you wait until the cycle's stopped. King of Cups. Right, I'm going to see if I can delve a little bit more. I'm not going to be chatting too much more, guys. I'm not going to stay on for too much longer. You know you're being watched. They send pics of you sleeping. Seriously. Oh, learning and growing. Tits and teeth. Just keep smiling. Okay, who's going to tell me what we want to know, please? Apparently the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Red light, green light. They're on the amber. Get ready. Not just yet. I'm sure it wasn't Sandra. She's lovely, really. And she was great friends with my wife. That's lovely. Watching over you. Who said earlier? Norman, that's interesting because earlier on, who said about Laurie? Was it you? Your neighbour? Who had cuddles? Will come and give you cuddles. Good at cuddling. Anyway, that just reminded me of that. What have I paused? Oh, is that you? Laurie, did you just put pause? Because I thought it actually come up with I paused you. I don't even know if that's possible. It was you, but did you say pause? Yes, you must have done. Why did you say pause? Oh, yes, it's the pause. Yeah, it's like we're so... You just wait for that green light. I'm with you, Laurie. I lost it a bit. Don't take much. It's 3:28. Okay. There's the card. Yes, red light, green light. Pause. Amara, the... Okay, I'm going to have to pronounce this. Menihune. Amara. Have I seen Alana? Is Alana on tonight? Alana, you're here. It just reminds me of it's Aloha healing. We all need to go and see Alana. Okay, guys, this is a beautiful card because it's about us healing. We haven't seen this one in ages. You had a dream once, and then in Vegas, my hair was stroked by an angel, I think. I thought the hotel was haunted, but was in the wrong frame of mind. I lived in a haunted house, or so I was told afterwards. I suspected that things were going on, and they used to just laugh it off. Okay, but there was an energy in the house. I'm not sure it was a bad energy, because my sister used to say that someone used to stroke her hair every night. This is when it started. It's like, well, don't come near me. Don't want you stroking my hair. And also my sister had visions of her being a boy that had a thumb strap on, like he was a boy from the an evacuee from the war. So weird stuff like that. But so, stroked by an angel. My sister thinks it was my grandmother. Who is the reading for, Lucy? I don't really know, Christopher, to be honest with you. I think it's for both the divine feminines and the divine masculines. Okay, so this is divine counterparts that are here to uplift the world with their divine love by being in union together. To get to that point, lots needs doing, lots needs undoing. So love yourself first. So the divine feminine is in this state of following and honouring her heart, and the prosperity is following because she's in service. The divine masculine is kind of AWOL, learning how to love himself first. He is a light worker. This is a past life relationship, which means that it's destined. Many lifetimes. I want to say that this prophecy legacy has not come to fruition, but that's different this lifetime. So it's like they've had loads of practice, they just wasn't aware of it until they start to put all the signs and synchronizations together. You deserve the very best, so we need to reach for the stars with our dreams and desires, and we're not allowed to compromise. Okay, we're not allowed back in the karmic cycle once we're out of it. But we do end on no, conditions aren't favourable right now, wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. The divine masculine is still very much unsettled. People keep sending me photographs of cats crying. I don't know, like distraught. I'm like, that poor pussy. My vision just went blurry, Laurie. That poor pussy, it's like crying with this distraught face. And we've been talking on the bottom lip dropping. Masculine's being very, very emotional, upset. They just need to get a grip of their emotions. That's what it seems like, because the underlying energy is the King of Cups. The Omega cards here, victory, your desire is coming to fruition, but you need to keep up the good work, loving ourselves first, putting ourselves first. And then we have partnerships and alliances. Okay, thanks. Okay, we're healing. Talked about maybe appearing as in apparition. So poof, and an energy, their spirit is there that you can actually see, and communicating that way. Definitely to try and express these emotions. It's the practicing with the talking. If we don't get to practice expressing these emotions, then we've got no guidance, have we? Divine masculine here in the washing machine, going around and around. Look, he's trying to be stable with his feet keeping centered, allowing it to spin out. And you've got the Hierophant who is directing the masculines. They have to be balanced in their masculine feminine energy here. Behind the Hierophant here is the divine feminine waiting for the divine masculine. Resting, healing. When that door's open, when they get the go ahead, which isn't quite now apparently, might be tomorrow, who knows? Healing's here. They're getting to mission work, but they need to understand what this mission's about. So they need to understand the sign synchronizations, all those eyes staring at you and realizing that you're not crazy. You've just awoke. 19. Amara the Menehune. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but let's see what this wants to say. Amara represents the spirit of the tropics. She is warm, sensual, sweet, and laden with gifts for you. She eats fruits and flowers and dances and sings the songs of her ancestors. She is laughter and fresh flowing water and hope and warmth. She is at home in the world outside, in a nature filled with the sound of dolphins, the music of waterfalls, the song of the warm breeze. There are also many sweet aromas when she comes to you, and she wishes for you to slow down and relax and to take your time and smell the frangipans. There is no rush when Amara comes into your world. She knows that while you feel rushed, you are not eating right, nor digesting properly, nor connecting deeply, nor sleeping well, nor feeling fully. You are barely noticing the beauty of nature both within and outside of you. So it is time to treat yourself to some relaxation of the Hawaiian kind when she comes to visit, and embrace your aloha spirit. Okay, Amara the many whom speaks. Aloha. It is time for a guilt-free time out for you, when you will invite the energy of Hawaii and more self-nurturing into your life. It is time to discover and fade out those voices that say you must always work hard and be stressed to achieve what it is you wish for. I am of a time and a place where time moves in its own way, where you are at one with the natural world and where your body and soul are entwined in unison and singing the most beautiful song. You need the power of sunshine on your body. Please give yourself a sun bath, a natural energetic healing of pure golden light, and feel the radiance warm your bones and fill you with joy. I was filled with light today, wasn't I? Amazing. That was shining right on me. It's awesome. I've told you, like, it's late. It's 3:36 in the morning. And it's like, there is no rush. What's there to kind of feel guilty about? Divine decides tomorrow what we're up to. Night Mark. Okay, divination message. Amara has come, and so it is time to begin to eat more fresh fruits, drink healthful juices and smoothies. Everything we was talking about yesterday, guys. Take dance lessons. Have a tropical bath with flower petals. Oh, I can pick some off there. It's like coming to America. I'm going to like drop all those petals in front of me before I walk. I'm not going that far. Okay. And bring the energy of a waterfall into your life. Kahuna massage and body work is wonderful for you when Amara makes her gentle, powerful presence felt. She also responds well to dancing, joyful exercise, singing and music. Fresh foods, fruits and more raw food, and you would definitely benefit from more sunshine and outdoor time. There may be a relaxation and healing traditions within your ancestry to investigate. Take a vacation and journey to a soulful place. Holistic treatments will have appeal, as will natural alternatives. By taking this approach and devoting yourself to it, you can expect renewed health and a positive new attitude too. Above all, it is time to connect to the power of sunshine in gentle, soulful ways. Surfing and ocean swims will be most beneficial at this time. How beautiful. You just started smoothing again. I've been writing my shopping list. I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to get the market. Well, yeah, that's all right. I've got 12 hours to start to pack up the market. That's fine. I've got enough time to sleep and get there. So yeah, that's my intention as well. But I've actually taken the time to write down some recipes so that I can organise myself. It's like committing to this. Loving ourselves first. The exercise spoke about dancing, going outside, grounding, getting some fresh air. That's it, guys. Not much else to say. Time to rest this weekend. Look after you and allow the divine to look after the divine masculine. Okay? There's no point getting yourself stressed or worried about that situation, okay? You just stay in your center. Let's get a message from the angels and ancestors, and then I'm off. 1 hour and 19. See, we're getting more squeaky clean. It was 1 hour 19:22. I'll finish off what I was going to say. Okay. Hawaii trip, I'm up for it. I love what the Lord's giving me like every day. Like, I'm so appreciative of everything that has been delivered, but I'm just still in amazement, as in the kind of the abundance that's still coming in every day. How divine delivers. I just need to look for it and recognize it. Let's finish on this, angels and ancestors. You've got family in Hawaii? How convenient. Perfectly positioned. What am I doing with the rest of my weekend? Well, I have some readings, personal readings that I'm doing. I don't really know. I do have things that I can do, but whether or not they get done, I'm going to be doing some cooking, new recipes. I have to do my food shopping, the laundry. Doing like the kind of, I don't know, like the wifey things. I like doing housework and walking in sunshine. Yes. I might actually go out on my roller skates. There you go. I'm going to go out on my roller skates. That will be a different form of exercise, won't it? Using the muscles to keep myself like up. Every time if I go down to the floor and I kind of, you know, she's down, I'm going to say, look, I'm grounding, all right? So that's how you turn a negative into a positive. I will be resting. I will just be going with the flow. There's never anything urgent for me to do. Not anymore. That's interesting, no, Christopher. Have you ever been pulled out of bed and dragged into the loft by a spirit? No, I don't wish to. I've been dragged off the bed and other stuff, but nothing to do with in the loft. I do every Wednesday, but that's very interesting. Okay. Yeah, staying in and feeling fun. Yeah, I'm going to do some art work. I'm going to work on my cards. These are the intentions anyway. They are the intentions. We've got Spirit Fox. Trust in your talents. This is perfect. Perfect. Trust your talents in changing times. Okay, guys, after this, I'm going to get off. So I'm going to say my goodbyes now. Thank you for joining me this evening. Let's see what the Spirit Fox wants to say. Whereabouts are you in here? Foxy lady, Foxy. This is a perfect, love the beach. I really do intend to get near the beach soon. It's been a while. I'd like to get near the ocean. Some water. Trust your talents in changing times. Okay, let's hear this message then, guys. Stay alert as changes in the air. The Spirit Fox features my favourite animal of all time, the red fox, an amazingly resilient creature able to survive in urban environments or in the freezing temperatures of the Arctic. Foxes know what it's like to be hunted. For centuries, they have been sought for their precious fur when all they want to do is survive. So the Spirit Fox can help you overcome the energies of adversity and unfair treatment. Also, as urban foxes hide in cities and go about their business in the darker hours, sounds a bit like me, the fox offers the medicine of blending in. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces. That's interesting, guys. Listen to this. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before. And this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring because they really are the answers to your prayers. Fancy your counterpart appearing in front of you and straight from the horse's mouth, well, maybe from the spirit's mouth. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. I love it. Okay. Oh, my eyes. But I wanted to have a look at actually, Emily keeps telling me all day, she's like, can you blow in my eye? Can I blow in her eye? What's that? I'm just kidding. Can you blow in my eye? She just walked around all day. It's like, I don't really know what to say. My eyes just went then. I wanted to look at the bottom. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. I'm not going to read it. I'm just picking up it's this gracefulness, okay? Centered. Be a Shaolin Master. Oh shit, I've got to read it, haven't I? Okay, let's just read it and then I'm going. 12622. Would have been right by the Spirit Fox as well. Slow and steady, breathe and flow, and take a gentler approach. The Shaolin Master calls forth the ninja within. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. Ooh. It also teaches subtlety because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you are working on. The Shaolin Master, like a monk, has respect for all things. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too are being invited to remain graceful in your movement choices and actions. Wow, graceful movement choices, actions. Movement choices, decisions to take action for the masculine. You are being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Move with the flow of life. That's just like moving through our bodies. The Divine Masculine here being graceful in movement. He has to kind of get to grips with this movement, okay? I don't want to say it's an aggressiveness, but allowing to go with the flow, not needing to control outcome situations. So it's like he flows into the Divine Feminine's life energetically, okay? It's what he has discovered, but it's like reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it energetically. The Divine Masculine understands he can energetically move. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Well, it depends whether you're scared, isn't it? I told you I shat my pants. It's like, whoa, I'm not doing that. It's like, it's part of the process. Come on, you got over the light switch. Yeah. And you do talk to the cats. Yeah, this is true. And you see all the other signs and synchronizations. Yeah. And you know this is possible. I know. So it's like, all right then. We'll give it a go. That's how my brain works. Seriously. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe and move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Don't leave it there. That's like a cliffhanger. All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Well, Until next time. It's like I'm finishing a chapter of like Harry Potter. You've got to wait. Okay, I don't know how long you guys will have to wait for the next instalment. I'm not running this show. Anyway, I'm going to read this card because it wants to be seen. What do you want to say? It says you have a gift of working with young people and your divine purpose involves helping, watching or parenting children. We're like the divine parents, aren't we? Seriously, it's our role. You have a gift for working with young people and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching or parenting children. Our next generation, guys. That's just beautiful. Rest for now. The card said we're going to get really busy. Just take advantage of this this healing, this rest time. Okay. Right, guys, I'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, and all you new guys that have spoken up tonight. Okay, well, I'll catch you all soon then. I was just going to see if any of you wanted to say goodbye. There's a bit of a, might be about 11 seconds. 11, that's a bit of a jump, isn't it? There you go. You're welcome, Jason. You just have a bit of a delay. I don't know if they scan our copies. Do they scan our copies? Our comments, like, straight away, but okay. Have yourself a fantastic Friday evening, and I will catch up with you all soon. Okay, take care, guys. Much love. Bye for now.